All right, shalom, shalom. Good. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak with us. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers preaching this word in truth and in sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect, you sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. This is the brother Iquab.
Kind of brother Shamaria.
From the GMS branch here in Gary. Coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. This one entitled, Lord willing, worry ends where faith begins. And Lord willing, this be edifying unto you. So I have to start, this is Proverbs 12 and 25. It says, heaviness in the heart of man maketh it stoop. And the heaviness in the heart of man, your mind. You know, that the mind that museth upon many things. It says, but a good word maketh it glad. And that good word, 9 times out of 10 is going to be the scriptures. I'd say 10 out of 10. Because even the good words that you read, like the motivational words that you may read, it ultimately goes back to the scriptures.
Yep.
But yeah, man. So that heaviness, it could actually, I'm reading the NLT because it goes straight to it. It says, worry weighs a person down. An encouraging word cheers a person up. And when we have those worries or those doubts that creep into our heads on the daily, you know what I'm saying? Because every brother's fight is different, and we all have our different thoughts that that may enter in. But we have to, speaking first and foremost to myself, remember the scriptures, man, and combat Satan, resist Satan with these words.
Yep.
You know. You want to grab that one next?
Yeah.
And anything to say?
Get that.
Hebrews 11 and 6. Because, yeah, man, worry does end where faith begins. Because it's the fear or just the what ifs. You basically knock out the what ifs, knowing that everything that's happening is the Lord's will, period. Whatever we may be going through, knowing that it's coming from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai ultimately at the end of the day, whether it be good or evil. You know, because the truth is, I always like to mention, like, the truth is the roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? You're going up, in first knowing that you're Israelite, going up on a hill, and then that bitterness kicks in. You hit a low point. You know what I'm saying? And then as that ride continues on, you're going to have your loops.
Yep.
You're going to feel like you're going on a curve. You know what I'm saying? Your ups and downs. And that's representation of the truth.
Absolutely.
This
representation of the truth, but representation of the walk that we gotta go through, man. That's why is it a fight. Everybody not just gonna have the elect, even the elect itself, man. The ones that's gonna make it on those chariots on the first go around when the Lord comes back. They're gonna have their ups and downs, man. It said the just man falls 7 times but getteth up again. All right. So you can go there. We can start at 1. I'll read it.
Okay.
All right. It says Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and it says the evidence of things not seen. All right, so like you said, worrying is you coming up with scenarios in your head of a situation, or you coming up with scenarios in your head of a situation that's all probability. It ain't even came to pass yet, but you're worrying like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope this doesn't happen. Like, oh man, I hope this doesn't happen. I'm like, bro, just calm down, because when you pray to the Lord, you can't be like that tottering fence.
Yeah.
The scripture speak about, man. You know, wavering to and fro. When you waver, that's like lack of faith. That's doubt. All right. So if you pray to the Lord, you're supposed to have faith. It says now faith is the substance of things hoped for. So if the substance on what you're hoping for is very strong, you're not going to think about the scenarios of what could happen. All right. Now Satan's going to creep in, but you rebuke Satan, and he's going to flee, like the scriptures say. It says the evidence of things not seen. Now you can't see faith, for if you could see it, then why should you have faith? I think that's another James.
Okay.
I'll get that next, or we could probably get that next if the spirit allowed. Because if you see it, then it's not faith.
Said, quote again? It said hope. And try to get it here.
It said it says for what is faith. Wait, it's James, right?
Might be James. What is hope that I got it, I think.
What is
yeah, I got it. Romans.
I was Romans.
8 and 24.
What did it say?
It says, "For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for?"
Read that again.
Yeah, let me see what it says in the NLT too.
Yeah, bro. It says, for if a man see it, then why does he yet hope for it? It's right there in front of you. You don't have to hope for something that's right in front of you. It makes void the word.
Romans 8 and 24. Mm-hmm. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. Mm-hmm. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for?
Exactly. So what a man seeth, why do he hope for it if he's seeing it right in front of him? You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be likened to a madman. Mm-hmm. All right, because it's right in front of you. That's why it says faith is the substance of things hoped for. Yeah, based off your hope. Based off your faith and your hope that's the substance of faith. That's what faith is. Mm-hmm. Hoping for something and being secured in that hope. It says the evidence of things not seen. So if it's right in front of you, then why do you hope for it? All right, because you don't have it yet. It's verse 2. It says, "For by," I'm getting Hebrews 11 and 2. Is there any more of that?
Nah, but I'm gonna grab real quick the evidence etymology if it pops up.
Okay. Put this on airplane mode.
So like, I know the connection be. It might not pop up, bro. You can just go ahead and.
It says, for by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh, so that things which were seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto Yahweh a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, Yahweh testifying of his gifts. It says, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found because Yahweh had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony that he pleased Yahweh. All right, and this is the point. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And that's the point. Then it goes into Noah and Abraham. Mm-hmm. All right, but it says, without faith it is impossible to please Yahweh. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. It says, for he that cometh to God must believe that he is. You got to believe it is in your corner, man. You have to believe these words. Mm-hmm. And that he is a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. If I can go jump to Romans the 15. Let me see. Romans 15 and the 4th verse. Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Exactly. So we're supposed to look at these things. All right, look at these the accounts of the men that were tried. Like how I said, Enoch, Abel, Noah, Abraham, Isaac. We look at those trials and we use those trials as an example. Like how the brother said a while ago. All right, for it's not in front of our face. So why do we hope for it if it's in front of us? It's not in front of us. That's why the men of the past had to have hope and faith. So we're supposed to mimic that hope, all right, and display that hope that they had and the faith that they had, all right, when we're going through our trials and tribulation. Mm-hmm. Like how the Lord came for them, the Lord's going to come for you. But you have certain men that crept in unawares, because the men that crept in unawares, they're not going to abide. Those are the men that's not going to abide, man. It was never meant for them. Why? Because many people were called. Few were chosen. And that's why it was written. All of these words were written All right, for our learning.
Mm-hmm.
Many going to be called, but few are chosen. Also to keep the elect humble, because the elect don't know that they're chosen. Because if you knew you were the elect, then why do you hope for it if you knew?
Yeah.
You know. So with having faith, you don't need to worry.
Yeah, there's no need to worry because you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know, and that's okay. It really is like if it hasn't came to pass, why you, or like if it's not there in front of you, or if that situation hasn't came, why worry about it? Just
Mhm.
have faith that you are written in that book of life, or have faith that it is gonna go the right way.
Yep.
It's like how would you say it? Like I believe in the book of Daniel and the three holy children when they were gonna get thrown into that furnace.
Mm-hmm.
They had. Oh, let me just grab it real quick because I think I know where it is. Was it Daniel 9? Nah, it might have been.
Type in furnace.
What did it say? It said liken unto the Son of Man, because basically. Bear with me. Was it Daniel? If you look up the account, I just need the chapter and I'll go straight to it. Where's Daniel at? It says standing in the mist.
I'm trying to look up furnace. F-U-R.
It's a lot, yeah.
Alright.
Because they still had the faith. Basically, they still had the faith, but they had said along the lines of, even if he doesn't, we're still not going to worship him. You know what I'm saying? But they had the faith that they were going to be delivered.
Daniel 3.
Let me just see. Daniel. It might have been 3. Con. I think this is it. Yeah, Con. This is it. Daniel 3.
It's 73:19. Then was Nebuchadnezzar's fury in the form of his vestige changed.
These men.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace.
Yeah, here it is.
7 times more than what you got.
This is he will deliver. Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna read in the NLT.
What you got?
Daniel 3 and 16.
16.
I'll start at 15 just to give the backdrop. Daniel 3 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll read in the NLT. It says, I will give you one more chance to bow down and worship the statue I have made when you hear the sound of the musical instruments. But if you refuse, you will be thrown immediately into the blazing furnace. And then what God will be able to rescue you from my power?
Exactly. From my power.
It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied. Oh, that was Nebuchadnezzar. He was basically saying like, yeah, he's like, who's going to rescue you from my power?
Yeah, I'm the king.
And he's just a mere mortal. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied, O Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the power, Yahweh, whom we serve, is able to save us. He will rescue us from your power, your majesty. But even if he doesn't, so because there's that, you don't know.
But if not,
yeah. But even if he doesn't, we want to make it clear to you, your majesty, that we will never serve your gods or worship the gold statue you have set up.
Exactly. That was 15. I read 15, 16, 17, 18 in KJV.
KJV com.
All right, it says, Now if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the cornet, which is an instrument, a flute, harp, sackbut, all right, psaltery, a dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image that I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Mm-hmm. Who is that God that shall deliver you out of my hand? He was thinking of a mortal. It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said unto the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this manner. If it be so, our power, whom we serve, is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of the hand of the king. He said, if it be so.
Mm-hmm.
So they have faith.
Yeah.
They was like, if it's all right, if the Lord do
willing.
have us
Yeah,
burn us
Lord
up,
willing. God.
Lord willing. Because, you know, it was very possible that the Lord wasn't going to deliver them, that they be a sacrifice.
Yeah, God.
They're going to be a witness, you know,
Yes.
because a witness goes into a martyr.
God.
All right, a martyr is a witness. So they had it in their head like, hey, we might be martyrs. But even if we are going to be martyrs, all right, verse 19, then the
Or
man is full
18.
of fury, or 18.
God.
But if not, but it says, but if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thine gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. All right. So he was like, if it be not, all right. So even if you pray to the Lord, and the Lord don't have what you want to come to pass into fruition, so you pray to the Lord that you don't do something, all right, and then or something that doesn't get done to you, and that very thing do get done unto you. Does that mean the Lord ain't with you? Thou dost not know the scriptures, man. Hey, the scriptures say, hey, whatever happens to you is the will of the Lord that happened to you. Mm-hmm. That's why with all things say, Lord willing. So if sometimes you pray like, oh Lord, I pray and I ask for you not to have me do this, that, and the third if I go do this, and you go do it, and it happened. Hey, the Lord wasn't with it. The Lord wanted you to go through that trial and that tribulation. Mm-hmm. All right, but you have to have faith in His ability to deliver you out of it, because He will not leave you comfortless. Like the scriptures say.
Like, look at Yahweh Shai. He didn't really want to go up on the. He asked for the cup to be removed from him.
But it was his duty.
But it was his duty. It was the Lord's will. God. And ultimately, he did reap a reward. You know what I'm saying? Being at the right hand of the Heavenly Father in doing so.
Like every other member of the elect, man. If you die in the Lord, if you ask the Lord to deliver your judgment out of your hand, He doesn't, and if you have to get put on a chopping block, so to speak, for lack of better words, just get put on a chopping block, man.
Okay.
It's easier said than done, of course. All right, but once it's all over, you're gonna reap that same reward that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai got. All right, I gotta get a precept real quick. This is I got two on my mind. This is Jeremiah 10:23. 10 in the last couple verses. 10:23. It says, O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. So whatever happened to you, the Lord turneth the hearts of men like the rivers of water. So whatever happened to you or whatever's happening to you is because the Lord wants it to happen. All right? But also have in mind that the Lord also said this. So knowing the word of the Lord, it gives you comfort. All right? It's 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter and the 13th verse. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13 says what? It says, therefore have no temptation taken you. All right? So temptation is what? Being tempted. No temptation has taken you, but such is common to man. So the mankind is common to the temptation that you're going through, because someone on the planet Earth has been through what you're going through. All right, someone is going through or has been what you're going through in the same predicament. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So these are this is the mindset of the elect. And you have to have faith in the scripture to be able to uphold these words, man. You can't just say I believe and then fold, all right, or get the instant gratification to escape the hell. And you got to go through it like a man, but you have to have faith, like the Lord got me, the Lord got me, the Lord got me, the Lord got me, the Lord got me. All right, the Lord got me. No matter what you're going through, even if it all seems hopeless, you got to keep saying. Even if you die, you got to keep saying to yourself, "The Lord got me," because of His word. The Lord is not a man He shall lie. You just got to keep uttering these words into yourself. But it says that He will not suffer. He will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape that ye are able to bear it. And the Lord always make a way to escape that you can bear it, whether it be a week, a month, 6 months to a year, even a couple of years. Who knows how long you got to go through this temptation, but it's all to better you. And you will be able to escape, and you'll have a break or a rest period, the Sabbath, or for lack of better words.
Facts.
You have a rest period, man. Like, man, I made it through that hell. I'm doing pretty good. I got, I'm doing pretty good for myself. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm doing all my I'm taking care of my responsibilities. I'm able to pay tithes. I'm able to help other Akim, you know. But the Lord is balance,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But that's all I want to get, because like, you know, because a lot of you know, misconceptions out there when you come to the will, when you follow the will of the Lord is, oh, because nothing's going my way, the Lord ain't with me. No, man, it's not about you. It ain't about what you want to do. It's about what the Lord making you to be. The Lord's purging you through the furnace of affliction.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you sitting here worrying, you doubting Him. You have lack of faith, because you have lack of faith in the Creator that created the foundations of the earth. You know,
That created
Satan
you.
that's putting you through this hell. Because honestly, it's Satan. Everything is deeper than what you think it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Satan is really going to want to put you through this hell. The one who told Satan to put you through the hell is the Lord.
Is the Lord.
Because, you know, and then reading and comprehending, all right, and being around Akim, being in the midst of Akim, asking questions. These is attributes of a man of the Lord. Why? Because he can understand the scriptures, understand what he's going through, understand that the Lord is with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then, like you said, these words comfort your mind when you're brought to a stoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how we opened up with, when your mind brings you to a stoop, the flesh.
Facts.
It says, the scripture says the heart is deceitfully wicked. Who can know it?
Who can know
it?
it?
Flesh brought to a stoop, what comforts you? Hey, John 14 says, I will not leave you comforters,
Yeah.
for I shall leave a comforter with you. What's the comforter? It's the words, man. Hey, John 1 and 14, it said, what the word was made flesh. So the spirit of prophecy, which is the spirit of the scriptures.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai.
It's the spirit of Yahweh Shai, like it says in Revelations. Man.
He used the word.
He's the word.
Like,
He is the word, right?
elder. I mean, not elder. The brother Taziar likes to. One of his favorite scriptures he likes bringing out. 1 Corinthians. I think it's the 15th chapter. Or might be another. I know it's 1 Corinthians, if I'm not mistaken. It said, "Comfort one another with these words."
Comfort one another with these words, man. Yep, because we are brothers keeper. If we're brother low, and we low. Hey, it said if one member of the body perish, then the whole body perish, man. Hey, you ain't finna have no fever, and you finna be energetic. Oh, my right leg is real energetic right now. Your whole body finna be ill, man.
Yeah.
You know, if one brother going through it, we all going through it. We only as strong as our weakest link, and that's the way a system is supposed to operate. Hey, if you're like a car, you know, I do mechanics. Your water pump going out. Hey, your wheels could be fine, but the whole car finna suffer.
Mm-hmm.
Your wheel, but you can't. The car can start. Oh, my car's starting. Hey, but you can't drive it because it's overheating. And if you keep on driving it because you think it's fucking fine, hey, the whole body gonna be shot, man, because of a delusion.
God.
Well,
I got this is Psalms 55 and 22.
That's how you got lessons within lessons. That's another lesson. The body.
God.
You said Psalms what?
55 and 22.
22.
Yeah, just to the point. It's just this verse. It says, "Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved."
Dang.
Actually, this brings up Psalm 62 and verse 1.
I got you. Go ahead.
It says, it really is verse 2, but I like starting at 1. It says, Psalm 62 and 1, "To the chief musician, to Judithan, a psalm of David. Truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High. From him cometh my salvation."
It waiteth upon the Most High. Hey, it waiteth upon Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
He don't wait on us. Oh, I pray to the Lord. He ain't answer my prayer. You know, like the Lord on your time. No, you on his time, man.
You on his time.
He is mightier than you. Go ahead.
It says, "He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved." So like I said, man, cast your burden upon the Lord. He shall never, what did it say?
Hey, it said he shall not be greatly moved. So he might be moved a little while, but he's not gonna be greatly moved. Like, okay, I was moved for a little bit.
Yeah, he said he shall sustain thee.
He shall sustain.
And he's going to uphold you, man. He's not going to leave you comfortless. You know what I'm saying? And Lord willing, that's why we got to continue to pray. Prayer, man. Pray that the Holy Spirit be not taken away from you. Cause that's our engine. If I'm not mistaken, the elder Apostle Ramlab went into it today. That spirit And like Apostle Bar likes to go into a lot, the spirit is what drives us, man. And that's coming from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And it's a gift, you know?
That's why you have the Akim, like it says, without worry, right? Without, worry ends where faith begins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, man, you may come to a lower state. It will say, I shall not be moved greatly. It says, verse 2, Psalm 62 and 2. It says, he only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. Hey, sometimes you might get, because the rock is what? Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he a rock? Because he's unmovable. All right, you build your houses, you build buildings upon rocks because it won't move during what earthquakes, tempests, and storms.
Stable.
It's gonna be stable. He is our rock, man, which means stability. It says, "And my salvation, He's gonna deliver us, and my defense, He's gonna protect us." But sometimes you're gonna be low because why? We're in this flesh. It says, "I shall not be greatly moved." All right, I shall not be greatly moved. So sometimes you will be moved.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like how we open up with. Sometimes you get stooped.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes your countenance gets stooped, but hey, through Yahweh Shai, it says when two or three are gathered in my name,
there I am in the midst.
All right, so the body is Yahweh Shai, man. Let me get this. Is 1 Corinthians 12. Sometimes you have to rely on your Akim in it. Also,
Facts.
the Lord is grooming you to be brotherly. That's one of our commandments, man. Love one another. So we come from all kind of walks of life. Some people may like, oh, I'm standoffish. You know, I don't open up to me. You know, coming in the truth. Especially if you live a hard life, a hard, rocky life where you're not used to having a family. You're not used to open up to one another. You know, so you might have a standoffish spirit, or you may be aloof.
Yeah.
But the Lord teaching you when you have a lower state, especially if you're mentally elect, you're gonna have to break the barrier down, man. This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 15. 1 Corinthians 12 and 15. The point is at 18.
You know when it says because Spirit had jumped on me. It said like forsake not the assembly of the brethren, something like that. No,
That's another one.
Assembly was in there.
Type in assembly, or forsake not.
Or not assembly.
No, that's a Matthews. It says forsake not the assembly of the brotherhood.
Damn, I can't find it. I looked up assembly. Oh, but you got it, bro.
Type in forsake. It's okay. Type in forsake.
Brethren.
Yeah, type in forsake and then type in brother, and then it should be in Matthews, I believe. Forsake not the assembly of the brotherhood.
Try to Google it.
But this is I'm gonna blow through it. This is 1 Corinthians 12. You know, his phone is recording me also. It says it's 1 Corinthians 12 and 15 or 14. For the body is not one member, but many. If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not the body, is it not therefore not of the body? And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where was the hearing? If the whole were hearing, where the smelling? Where were the smelling? But now Yahweh set the members, every one of them, in the body as it pleaseth him. It ain't your rodeo. It's as it pleaseth him. And that's the point I want to get.
Mm-hmm.
As it pleaseth him. He sets the members as it pleaseth him. He sets the members, man, not you. You don't set your own self where you want to be. All right? So sometimes, man, you may rely on the brothers. You know? Keep on going. It says, but now are they many members, yet but one body? And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need for thee, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need for you. Nay, much more those members of the body need seem to be more feeble are necessary. Like the tongue, what it say in John, it's what it says in I believe it's James. It says the tongue is a middle member, but bringeth forth death. All right, it says, nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. You know, those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. So we all need each other, man. all right, we're all a body and we all need each other. So when you find yourself in that worried state, when you find yourself in that feeble state, you rely on the Akim, you rely on the scriptures, man. You rely on your brotherhood. You rely on your brothers, man. Those that are like-minded and of one accord with you. All right, and we're speaking to ourselves first and foremost because I rely on the brothers, man, for a great deal of things when I'm going through hell. Hey, but then when I'm up and any brother need anything, hey, lean on me. And that's how the body supposed to work. Hey, we only as weak. We only as strong as our weakest link. So we gotta check on the state of the body. We gotta know how you doing? Like, how you doing? Hey, I'm weak and I'm feeble right now. Hey, brother, this brother weak and feeble. We gotta encourage this brother. We gotta do something to make this brother, to uplift this brother in the spirit.
Yeah.
You know. But that was it.
That's
at my rant. What you got?
God, this it's in Hebrews 10 and 20, 24. Because damn, it's a spirit. Actually, I'll start at 23. Damn, it's a spirit. It says, Hebrews 10 and 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that is promised. And that's the thing. We have to continue to work, you know what I'm saying, until that reward comes. Until it said labor, therefore, so you enter into the rest, loosely paraphrasing. I think it's Hebrews 4. It says, but this is the point. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
That's right.
So we have to consider one another. Basically, there's another scripture where it goes into, looking at the needs of you first, but the needs of others. You know what I'm saying? To your brother. That's the love. Speaking first and foremost to myself, because being in this flesh, we like to just, it's me, me, me. What do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? What do I need to do to get better? Or what do I need to do today? It's more so, we should be looking at what does this brother need from me? You know what I'm saying? How can I benefit him? Or is he doing okay? You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature.
Okay.
Verse 25, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another. Building them up, lifting them up.
Yep. Pushing him to do righteousness.
And says, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. Because, hey, like me and the brother with Tosh speaking the other day, man, we don't know necessarily. We know Jacob's trouble is coming, but we don't necessarily know how it's going to play out. If the brotherhood, or if we're even going to see the brothers. It said, a man shall desire to see another and shall not be able, loosely paraphrasing.
That's right.
So cherish the moments that we have with one another while we still can have them. You know what I'm saying? Like Elder Matazal likes to speak on it as well. Even just breaking bread. You know what I'm saying? Just them late night convos, or just enjoying the moment. And then looking back, even when you're going through the hell, you can look at it because it's written in your story of life. Everything was written aforetime, was written for our learning. You can look at that like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And that'll give you the umph that you need for that day. It's like, damn, I got to do it for my brothers.
Like a push. Yeah.
My brothers is doing it. My brothers is fighting.
Yeah.
Hell, I got to fight.
Yep.
You know?
Like Yahweh Shai, if he would have did it, man, we wouldn't have got the breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have been able to break these scriptures down if he would have thought only of himself. We wouldn't be able to break these scriptures down, man. It would be sealed. We're only able to break these scriptures down in truth and sincerity and rightfully dividing the words of truth because Yahweh Shai died on that cross, man.
Because of Yahweh Shai. God.
That's why, like right back to the title, man. Worrying ends where faith begins, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord was able to do it. He strengthened us. We really believe you're a man of the Lord and you're a man of the elect, and you're gonna do it, man. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, man. You win at all costs. Whoever you got to cut off, whether it be your closest loved one, your mother, or your damn dog, you know.
God, facts.
God. Jake let him mom and the dog.
Facts.
You had any more?
Let me see what this is real quick. 1 Peter 5 and 7. Yeah, to the point. It says, casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you.
Damn.
In the NLT, it says, give all your worries and cares to the Most High, for he cares about you.
I believe it's another one. It says, seek ye first.
Count the kingdom.
F-I-R-S-T. Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first. It's Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all else, and all these things shall be added unto you. Now, that's easy to do it when you have nothing to lose, when you're young in the faith. Hey, I'm speaking from experience.
Mm.
But actually, after you gain some responsibility, all right, you have to take care of your wife. You have to take care of your daughter and your kids. All right, you can't just throw them, you can't just cast them away like, fuck them. I'm from the first son of the Lord. No, because you have responsibilities now. Then you have to focus on your possessions, like your fucking your tools, because you might have a job. Yeah, you focus on your job because you need money to take care of your family. Focus on your vehicles because you need assets to live.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it gets harder, man. You know, when you're young in the faith, and you ain't got no responsibility, man. It's easy to just, everything in the Lord. Yeah, I'm totally cool. Then when you actually like get responsibilities and how about Shimmy on the child, then it gets hard. But that's all Satan. The Lord builds you up to, like you said earlier. He said,
roller coaster.
No. He won't be tempted above you.
Above that you are able.
Above that you are able. The Lord apparently you see you're ready for it, but you gotta know you're ready for it. Mm-hmm. You have to know that you're ready for this.
Have that faith.
Gotta have that faith, man. No matter what you're going through, no matter if all else fails, the Lord don't, man. Whether it work through the brothers, whether it work through the family members, whether it work through a goddamn stranger or the government, the Lord gonna work for you. That's the point of the video. The Lord's gonna work for you for the Akim.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Yeah, we're good.
That's it.
God,
Hey,
that's beautifully said. Yeah, with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honor again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Wa Kwam Yasharallah.
Shalom.